Hey everybody, Pastor Darren here at Seattle Revival Center. Wanted to take a quick second to talk to you about Activation School 101. This is a course developed for those of you at Seattle Revival Center who call this church your home church. You've been through the empowerment class, meaning you are a member in good standing with the church, and you've also been through some sort of Christianity fundamentals class, such as Alpha class or a comparable course to Alpha. We want to make sure that you're a part of the church and that you have some basic doctrine underneath your belt. If that is you and you have a desire to have your giftings and talents activated in the context of the local church, then Activation School might be the school for you. Of course, it's going to be launching this fall. It's a 6-month course, but we only meet once a month on Sunday nights. We're going to be working through all kinds of different books, studying all sorts of different topics, such as the following. The first class is called You Are Loved. There's no book associated with this class. It's sort of an introduction, but there's going to be all sorts of incredible content that kind of sets the temperature for the rest of the school. The second class, we're going to be studying community and conflict. We're going to be working through Danny Silk's book, Culture of Honor. The third class, we're going to be studying prayer and perspective. And we're going to be looking at Benny Johnson's book, The Happy Intercessor. The fourth class, we're going to be studying evangelism, salvation, and righteousness. We're going to be looking at the book written by E.W. Kenyon called The Two Kinds of Righteousness, and that's going to revolutionize your world. Class number 5, we're going to be looking at prophetic culture and protocol, and we'll be studying Graham Cook's book, Prophecy and Responsibility. Class 6, we'll be looking at a theology for restoration and healing, and we'll be looking at Chris Valentin's book, Spirit Wars. Why are we doing Activation School? That's a great question. I'm so glad you asked. One of the things that we've learned is that life experiences have a way of shaping the way we see God, the way we see ourselves, and the way we see others. Oftentimes, we end up with kind of an eclectic hodgepodge of theologies and doctrines that affect the way we do life and ministry, or perhaps are restricting us from doing life and ministry. One of the things that I find is that it's very common for us people to try to create our own convenient God in our own image and likeness, when the truth is that we have been created in the image of God, and we need to take on His likeness. We need to become more like Him, not Him like us. Amen? And so what we're going to do with Activation School is we are going to be intentional about having all those ungodly theologies and doctrines deconstructed while building up a biblical, New Covenant, New Testament theology and doctrine that empowers us and liberates us and activates us to do the things that Jesus did. Isn't that good? I think that's pretty good. When is Activation School? Activation School is going to launch this fall. It's going to launch in the winter, and it's going to launch in the spring. 3 times a year. They are closed groups, meaning that there's a limited number of seats in each class. We need to create small classes where there's an atmosphere of community and intimacy, where people can be activated in their gifts and feel safe. What's the next step? Well, that's a good question. You need to sign up for an application for the school. You say, well, how much is it cost? Because I'm not going to sign up for something unless I know how much it costs. The tuition is $10, and that is basically just to pay for the binders and the materials needed for the classes. And then there are books that you'll need to purchase. You can get those through the church. We do get a discounted rate on the course books, or you can buy them yourself on your Kindle device or your Note device or your digital e-reader, whatever you use. If you get them through the church, you're going to be looking at about $60 to $70 for all the course books. You say, well, Pastor Darren, what do I do when I'm done with Activation School 101? Then what? What will I do then? Well, that's a good question as well. In the fall of 2014, we'll be launching our Activation School 201. 201 will focus on strength training and discipleship, unpacking and understanding your personal gifting and styles, spiritual gifts assessment, and 5 months of coaching, learning, and opportunities within small and gift-specific cohorts, as well as opportunities for apprenticeships and internships. Isn't that amazing? I think that's amazing. And so if you are here at Seattle Revival Center and you're ready to get your hands dirty, you're ready to learn, you're ready to grow, you're ready to get to know other people, and you want to do so in this kind of environment, this might be the opportunity for you. Activation School. Sign up today. You are loved.